eLeaP was birthed from a project I did when I was finishing up my studies at Bellarmine University here in beautiful Louisville, Kentucky. You see, it was a friend of mine that needed to save costs with the training company, save time traveling, and I figured a hotshot MBA, I could figure this out. Turns out it wasn't too far off, and that really was the genesis of eLeaP.
Sure. So I came to eLeaP back in 2009. I was transitioning out of a role with a pharmaceutical company, and Don and I had discussed it, and the skills and background that I had in both finance and sales and marketing was a good fit to start working with demoing the eLeaP product for clients, and it just kind of took off from there.
Personally, I believe that when you do impart knowledge, whether it's from a traditional classroom, seminar, webinar, you have the potential to really change your life. And I believe passionately that eLeaP plays a role in doing that for our customers, whether they're companies, whether they're colleges, whether they're accredited agencies that are doing continuing education. We are passionate about helping clients essentially impart knowledge and change lives and change the directions of people that come across their organizations.
When I look at the aspect of training as well as what training means in the eLeaP software system, I think about the sharing of knowledge, being able to have a place or gather people together in order to share knowledge, as well as being able to provide new knowledge where there are skills gaps. So I'm oftentimes looking at opportunities where training does not exist when I'm thinking about where training should exist.
It's got to be three big factors in my humble estimation. It has to be user-friendly. It really does, because some learning management systems have left really poor taste in the customer's perspectives, and technology in general, right? It either overpromises and underdelivers, right? It has to be something that regular people can get into, use, and have benefit and value out of. It has to be reliable and dependable, and then the company behind it really do have to stand behind the product. Should be able to support customers when they call in, when they send an email. If a student needs assistance, it should be there. I'm really passionate about this. You can tell from my tone here, but it is important that any technology, including learning management systems, execute and perform on that level. And we at eLeaP don't just say this and brag about it. We've been recognized by companies that collect this type of data about the types of value that we bring. We are ranked top 10 in usability, in customer service, in value for money, and that to us is important.
So I also think that it becomes, a learning management system actually becomes where preparation actually meets opportunity. And the reason why I say that is because a learning management system is actually happening in real time. Mm-hmm. You upload your content, so you're not going to want to be worried about how the system works as much as just being able to plug and play the content, get it out to your user. You're basically meeting learners where they are.
Where they are.
Some people are visual learners, yep. Some people are audible learners, and some people learn hands-on. And the online or the mobile space gives people not only to learn in the way that they learn best, but it helps them to learn where they learn best. There are some people who prefer to be sitting on a couch watching a screen. There are some people who prefer to be at their desk. So when you look at online options, it really helps the learner to kind of take ownership of the learning based on how best they feel comfortable. What do you think?
Right. I see learning as a utility. Personally, I don't see it as some type of luxury that belongs to a special class of people. It's a utility. It's like your water, your electricity. And therefore, having the tools and the devices and the access to be able to plug into that learning should be simplified so that anybody can get in. And therefore, having a mobile device that can access training content online 24 hours a day gives folks the power, the opportunities, and the chance to better their lives. And we see it every day. Whether you are an X-ray tech, you are a CPA, you are in finance or medical device salesperson, you are in manufacturing, you have a chance to go in there and, on your iPad, your mobile device, your computer, access great quality training that help you right there and then. And I think that is transformational. I don't think in history we've had this much access to content in this way.
One of the special things about eLeaP is really our customer service. That is one of the things that we get lots of compliments on from our customers. They know that we listen to them, and they know that we're available to them, and they know all of us by our first name.
So I completely agree. And there are three core company values that we at TELANIA exhibit and we strive to live up to, right? Simplicity, innovation, and trust. eLeaP is one of those products, and indeed all of our products need to have these values imbued with them. So eLeaP, for example, is a simple system to get in. It does not mean that we skim on quality or features, because when you get into eLeaP, the amount of features you get compared to some of the other systems, you'll be amazed. It has got to be innovative. And the reason why we can simplify things is because we are innovative. We actually are thinking about how do we provide a complex service but make it non-threatening so that people are able to access it. And because of our customer service, our customers trust us to be there, to say we're going to do what we say we're going to do, and to stand behind the product.
So I think the first milestone, or at least one of the ones that really comes to mind with me, is utilizing a software within the organization to be able to respond to the feedback that we get from our users. Oftentimes we'll get a call and say, hey, have you guys ever considered having this in your learning management system? Once we started collecting that data, sharing it with our staff in real time, then we were able to quickly get everyone's input on it. And then it took less time to go from development to delivery. And then it was a really great, thing for our customers to be able to log on one day and say, that was my idea. And now it is brought to fruition. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
I really enjoyed that. One of the kind of, I don't want to say funny stories in terms of milestones was when after launch about 3 months, Motorola came to us and we're looking for a learning management system. And I was frankly a little bit intimidated because I didn't think a company the size of Motorola was, couldn't do this themselves. Anyways, it turns out they were looking for a specific feature and they couldn't find this feature anywhere. We had it. Didn't think it was a big deal. But they came on board because of that feature and then because of our great service and support. But that was a really, really crystallizing moment that said, guys, we have something special here. And of course, helping companies along the way that all they had was an idea. And then in 12 months to see them just blossom. I can see companies that work with IRS, for example, for CPA certifications that came with an idea and just transformed the whole continuing education landscape for CPAs in the United States. It's amazing. So I'm constantly humbled by what our customers can achieve.
TELANIA actually offers a host of softwares. eLeaP is our most popular, and it has its own specific brand. And a lot of people actually think that that's our company name, but it's not. It's TELANIA. And in addition to the eLeaP software as a service, we also have CaptureLeave, which allows you to
to track and manage leave requests.
Right. And then we have PRMDeals, which is a collaborative type of software as a service. So if you're working with partners who sell on your behalf or refer on your behalf, then you're able to track and manage those leads.
Yeah.
So.
Personally, I know that training and e-learning is going to continue to expand. Globally, there's huge opportunities in this space in Africa, in South America, in Europe, in Asia, in the East. So we've got a tremendous opportunity to expand, and I'm actually excited about some of the opportunities. I recently got a chance to travel overseas, and I can tell you the excitement is palpable. We take for granted some of these things here in the States, but there is plenty of opportunity overseas. So I'm excited to see what the next step or leg in the journey can be.
Careful what you say to me,
You better,
'cause it might turn around on you. You better be careful. Who is that song? 90s R&B song. Oh, you might not want to sing.
Did you know there was a Class A, Class B, Class C, Class Bravo, Class Charlie, Class Delta, Class Echo, Class Golf airspaces? Did you know that? Did you know I had to keep my drone 500 feet below the cloud base, 1,000 feet above the cloud base, and 2,000 feet horizontally? Did you know that?
So Cornelius puts this thing. Did you show him Cornelius' teleporter?
Oh no! My kid is developing a teleporter.
He put on the note on his picture. It said, "This is a picture of my invention." He said, "Making money. I'm rich."
That's right. Okay. That's my boy. Boom.